You know what, it really is a renaissance for me. I took a few years off after Xena to have kids and be with them full time, and I'm coming out, as it were, and Daryl's been he's been really instrumental in that. So, you know, my hair is different. People don't recognize me, but I'm totally comfortable with that. And I think it's really important, actually, that actors don't think that they don't exist if they're not on the pages of magazines. You know, so now I've done a lot of work in my real life, and now it's time for me to come back to Hollywood. All of a sudden, people are starting to see me in a new way, and one thing is leading to another. I've got a film coming out next year where I play an emotionally abused wife, psychologically traumatized wife, and that was a really fascinating role, very much cast against type, but I know people like this. You know, I've had experience of many different types of people in my life, and it was great to be able to draw on another side of my character and history and experience. I would love to do comedy. You just have more fun during the day, you know, but I don't think only people who are serious about comedy know that I do that. I think your average person's perception of me is sort of big, muscle-bound, 7-foot woman, and it's done it. It's time to show them different, you know. I'm kind of following my dreams right now. I love doing these fascinating characters who are light and dark, and I quite like playing extreme roles. I was ready to let it go. I mean, the second it wrapped, I never missed it, but in terms of the physicality and fighting and all that, hated it all those years. And they would say, Lucia fights up, and I'd go, great, we'd just get it over and done with it as quickly as possible, with as little drama as possible, because I hated it so much. You can't fight it, you gotta do it. The show's called Xena Warrior Princess. So you go off and just knock those fights out, man. And you just have to get good at it. I never missed it for a second, but occasionally I get called on to do, like I was on Battlestar last week, and Trisha, who plays number 6, she whacks me on the head with a rock, right? Repeatedly. And so I'm having to sell this thing, and my body gets really excited. Even though my mind is totally turned off by the whole idea. My body has this sense memory of the adrenaline. So I start, I go 1,000,000 miles an hour when that happens. The rest of the time I'm like, I'm flatlining. But when that camera rolls, I'm totally into it. No, I've been offered a lot of single lead dramas, and that's not an option. It's just not a lifestyle that I can commit to at this time. Film, I love film. Juicy roles, short-term commitments, great. I've done some stage, and that was the most fun I've had in 20 years in my career, doing Gentlemen Prefer Blondes in Seattle, musical theatre. That makes my heart sing, man. Only just now, just recently, I've got to the point where I go, oh my God, I know how to do this now. I finally hit a point in my craft where I go, oh shit, I finally get it.